And now about what awaits us in 2024. Are you going to be with us forever?
If you want me to. Do you?
Me personally?
The question is, in what capacity?
Well, this is what I'm talking about. And in what capacity do you see yourself?
I do not know. We will
Well,
see.
let's think about
I
it.
still have a lot of time.
I cannot get a clear perspective from here. I think you can see more clearly from up there, from your high position. What do you see? What horizons open up?
No, not at all. Do you know where you can see it? You can see it in public sentiment, in the desires of the people.
But the so-called elites are nervous, Mr. Putin, due to this transfer. Some certainty is needed.
I see. I understand it. The elites, yes, they might be nervous.
Do you like it?
No, I do not. It is a drawback. Such an imbalance is a real drawback. I realize this. However, the people are the primary source of power. And I'm not trying to show off. It is very important for me too. It's very important for me to feel, to understand what people want. It's a matter of principle.
So, if the people ask you to stay,
Well, I will need to think about it. Another question is in what capacity?
well, and in what capacity?
Right now, I have no answer.
You are just not ready to talk about it.
No, I am not. I still have 4 more years, and right now, I have no answer. But the most important thing is, let me repeat once again, and completely in earnest, without trying to show off. The main issue, the matter of principle, is the attitude of the vast majority of citizens. It is a matter of trust, of course.
You have already answered this question. Surely you did not think that it would all last this long.
No, it never crossed my mind. I did not think I would find myself here. It did not and it could not occur to me.
And what about dropping out of the race at some stage?
Well, you know, I feel responsible for what is going on and how, and for what will happen in the future.
Did you know in 2008 that you would be back in 2012?
No, I did not. Well, there was such an option, but of course I did not know for sure. But as an option, there was such a possibility.
As Maxim Galkin jokes, Putin is not a name, it is a post.
As a person holding no office, he can joke as he likes. And his jokes are quite in demand.
How do you react to the fact that they call you a Tsar?
It is not true to fact. Maybe someone else can be called a Tsar. However, in my case, I do not reign. I work every day. A Tsar is one who just sits there, looks from above and says, "They will do as I order," while he himself would just try on a hat and look at himself in the mirror. On the contrary, I work every day.
What about your sources of information?
People like me, irrespective of the country they live in, have more or less the same sources of information, and they are quite numerous. They include sociological studies, security services reports, and the media, of course. A very important source is direct, this is very important, direct communication with the people.
Remember, Müller used to say, nobody can be trusted but me. Whom do you trust?
Me?
Yes,
You know, frankly speaking,
frankly would be best.
most of all, I trust the sentiments of average people. When I communicate with people, when there is direct contact, even briefly, I think I feel the mood of the people. And that feeling has not become less keen over the years. It is still with me. And that is important for me indeed. I believe that our people are very sincere, sensitive and frank.
You know, when a person meets a leader,
Yes,
especially the president,
yes.
would one blurt out all personal problems to him? You have asked me how am I at the beginning. Well, it depends. And the same goes for the ordinary people. It depends, you see?
Not everybody. Some blurt out their problems. Some discuss things. Some talk about their misfortunes. But a problem of a certain person can be very indicative of the problems faced by millions.
Excuse me, but people mind what they say. Here I am, sitting and talking to you, but trying, for many reasons, to watch my mouth, as I do not want to let down my colleagues, or to go to sign a magazine after this interview.
There is a big difference between you and an average citizen of the Russian Federation.
What kind of difference?
It relates to you, what Vladimir Lenin once said.
I'm going to learn something interesting about myself.
He said about a group of revolutionaries that they were few and terribly far from the people.
Oh well.
This is about people like you. No offense meant. An ordinary person does not worry about any obligations that he might have to somebody. Ordinary people say what they think, and they think what they say. And they do not bother with how their superiors might react. And they just speak their mind, and what they say might be of critical importance as they speak from their heart, speak about what they like and what they don't. I highly value that. It is truly very important to me.